On to our next Cash Challenge update. Our next participant has been going credit card free for a few weeks now. Let's see how he's doing. Joining me now from Washington, D.C. is Chris Lynch. Hey, Chris, how are you?
Hey, Jerry, how are you doing?
I'm good. It's always fun to have you on the show. So what's going on? What's going on?
You know, it's all going well. So I'm about 90% cash, 10% credit cards. But I was listening to Caitlin.
10% credit cards?
Well, I had to a couple times. So again, I'm sorry if I cheated on you a little bit.
You cheated on me.
But here's the interesting thing. Let me tell you a funny story. I was at the grocery store and I had cash and I bought, I was in the self-service line. So I started using, I was putting everything through and scanning it through. So when it asked me to pay for cash, I started putting in the dollar bills, the $20 bills. So it rejected like 3 of them. And I'm like, what is this?
Oh, no.
So I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, I have to go get some more money out of the ATM because, I had enough with me to get the groceries, but it was rejecting the 20s. So that was, those are situations that are kind of interesting. But but again, for the most part of it, it's really going well, and I'm getting used to it again. So it's awesome.
So tell me more about what the individual situations you found yourself in. I mean, it's funny because you and I talked before about how people may not want to accept cash, but what have you found?
Right. Well, what I found is the more I've started using cash, I've started engaging in conversations with people. So that's been fun because some people are like, well, you know what? I think I'll try this and do what you're doing as well. So it's about planning. Again, it's about discipline. So the harder part has been making sure that you have enough with you so that you don't have to go to another ATM. But once you get to that point and you get into the habit of it, it really becomes fun. So, like today, I've got more cash in my wallet because I'm staying under budget and things are going well. So my Feel Good Fund is growing for my trip to Vegas later on this summer. So that feels good that there are success points that way. But with May coming in, with a brand new month, I'm going 100% cash.
I love it. Okay. You sent us a picture. I guess you're in a store, in a restaurant. Tell us about what happened there.
Okay, so I went and I got a sandwich, and then as I was walking out, I saw this picture that said, gift card system down, sorry for the inconvenience. So I'm sitting there thinking, if I was the manager or the staff, I would be encouraging people to use cash. That way, if they were using a gift card, now I'd pay cash for my sandwich, but I was sitting there thinking, here's an opportunity for them not even to step into an objection, but to walk into a situation where they could say, hey, use your cash, and there's no inconvenience. You're right there, you're using it, buying more, and everything's fine. So I saw the sign was plastered there. So as I was walking out, the guy looked at me like I was taking a picture where it was on the vegetable bin. And I guess the guy looked at me. Yeah, I was laughing. He was like, what's he taking a picture of? And I'm like, this sign, you're so busted, So, but again, it's that way to have a conversation and to engage individuals that, hey, you don't have to use the word inconvenience. You have cash.
There's this world called the Benjamins, the dead presidents. You can use the currency of our nation and pay in cash. Chris, thanks for coming on. Good to see you. You're going to be back next week, right?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Okay.
Anytime.
Good
Thanks.
to hear it.
Bye-bye.